A year ago, we introduced you to a Hazelwood man blinded in an industrial accident. His world consisted of shades of light and dark. But Washington University doctors transplanted a salivary gland from under his jaw to his temple to restore moisture to his eyes. That enabled him to undergo a unique surgery that could restore his sight. Tonight in depth in the Fox Files, one man's inspirational battle to see again. What lies beneath these sunglasses may be disturbing for you to look at, but imagine living this way.
It's been a long time, 12 years, it's been a long time being blind.
I'm shining some light into Brad's right eye, and as you could see that it's very wide and scarred up.
Flaps of skin cover Brad Barnes' corneas. They were destroyed in an industrial accident. But the 43-year-old hopes a couple of hours of special surgery will change that.
You can see the light right now, right?
Yes.
Good.
It's been that way since that September night in 1994, 15 minutes before his 32nd birthday. Brad was working with molten aluminum.
The tank exploded in my face. It was 1,100 pounds of 1,550-degree molten aluminum. It hit my eyes and I was instantly blinded. It burned my corneas and my tear glands right out of my eyes.
So Brad is what we called a patient with a condition called irreversible corneal blindness, for whom all traditional technologies have failed and no longer work.
But eye surgeon Dr. Ming Wang is using new technology developed at his Vision Institute in Nashville. First, he'll use a special laser to create a pocket in the eye. In a second procedure, he'll insert an artificial cornea. Brad's wife, Jackie, is the one who heard about Dr. Wang's work. She puts it in God's hand.
We won't know unless we try, and if it's His will that he doesn't see, then he'll continue doing what he's doing.
What he's doing is working with kids and motivating people.
My brother Brad's having surgery tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning to get a cornea transplant.
He's part of the God Squad, a group that uses strongman feats to share its faith with others. He also speaks to students on behalf of the martial arts studio where he works out.
It's just a calling on my heart from God that I need to just go and give back to the community and give back to society.
The laser surgery is going well.
Perfect. We are in good shape. How are you feeling?
I'm doing okay.
We accomplished this step beautifully, and the laser pocket is beautiful.
Dr. Wang is excited about how things are going, but there is more work to be done and more waiting for Brad's wife, Jackie.
Yeah, I am really nervous. So I'm just waiting, and I just want to hear it was successful. That's what I'm waiting for.
But she knows there are no guarantees.
And that's okay too. But it would be so cool if it worked. He deserves it.
If it does work, how much sight would Brad regain?
It's not 20/20. It's to restore vision from nearly complete darkness to some degree of vision. One can take care of yourself at home.
Just that little bit of sight for someone that can't see. You can't imagine unless you've been there how much that little bit can do for you.
I'm going to put a little artificial cornea.
Dr. Wang calls it burying the treasure. It's implanted and covered up.
And 3 months later, we make a little opening, and I call it uncovering of the treasure, so he will be able to see again.
Finally, Jackie got the news she had been waiting for. The surgery was more complicated than Dr. Wang anticipated. He actually located Brad's pupil that had been displaced by the blast and recentered it.
So I basically rebuilt the front part of his eye, rebuild the whole thing. And then I was able to put my little artificial cornea in there and suture it all together.
It's so cool.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a long process,
I know.
for you.
I know.
So we got a good start.
A start that could give him a glimpse of the one thing he has never seen, but wants to behold the most.
I want to see my wife's face. I want to hear her laugh the way I hear her now, and I want to see her smile.
That's because Brad has never seen Jackie's face. They were married just 2.5 years ago. Brad had the procedure on just his left eye. Dr. Wang tells me the combination of the salivary gland transplant done by Dr. Randall Paniello at Washington University and his laser artificial cornea surgery is a world's first. In 3 months, Brad will return to Nashville to have the bandages removed and hopefully see a world he hasn't seen in 12 years.